started a company called Celebrity Lifestyle Brands, and we started working with celebrities, and we were helping them build and launch brands via e-commerce to their following. And at the time, this was 2015, 2016, we were using Shopify and just doing millions of dollars working with Carlos Santana and Sofia Vergara's brand and Bethany Frankel. And it was fun, and we were making a lot of money. But at that point, back, if you remember back in 2016, 2017, if you're using Shopify, it really didn't do what we wanted it to do. And we had to have this plugin and that plugin and this plugin and that plugin, and every plugin cost more money, and it slowed down all the sites. So at one point we said, look, let's create our own platform. We have the crystal ball.
All right. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of our high-level podcast called Spotlight Sessions. I've got Greg Ryder here. He is the founder of LaunchCart. If you haven't heard of this company, is rather interesting. And what I want to do is let Greg talk about it himself. I know Sean and some of our team members were pretty intrigued by some of your development. Greg, what's your journey? What's your story? Tell us a little bit about it.
I appreciate that. No, you wouldn't see, now you asked that question about what's my journey, it really tips the scales because, I'm an entrepreneur, a former investment banker, grew up helping fund companies and finance companies. I started off at the Wolf of Wall Street in the 80s and then became, an internet marketing, digital marketing guy in the late 90s. And now I've got my own e-commerce platform because some problems that I encountered in the e-commerce and dropshipping industry that I'm more happy to share if you want me to.
Yeah, so let's go right into it. What was your inspiration to start something called LaunchCart, and what exactly is LaunchCart?
Yeah, so LaunchCart really is just an alternative to Shopify. And so I got into e-commerce. I started a company called Celebrity Lifestyle Brands, and we started working with celebrities, and we were helping them build and launch brands via e-commerce to their following. And at the time, this was 2015, 2016, we were using Shopify and just doing millions of dollars working with Carlos Santana and Sofia Vergara's brand and Bethany Frankel. And it was fun, and we were making a lot of money. But at that point, back, if you remember back in 2016, 2017, if you're using Shopify, it really didn't do what we wanted it to do. And we had to have this plugin and that plugin and this plugin and that plugin, and every plugin cost more money, and it slowed down all the sites. So at one point we said, look, let's create our own platform. We have the crystal ball. We know the pain points. Let's create a let's create a Shopify clone. This was the original in person, what we thought of, with what we call the must-have features as a digital marketer, and then the should-have features, right? So you don't have to go get an app. And what I mean by that is when you sign up for LaunchCart today, we have a page builder, we have funnels, we have order bumps, we have upsells, downsells, we have customer review apps, we have cart abandonments. And these are things that are must-haves. And so it makes our sites load faster, easier to market, speed to market. And that's kind of how we started the journey, was just, hey, we're doing this with these, celebrities, and let's create a better platform and solve some of these problems. And that's kind of what started the original vision.
Got it. So give us some context to high levelers that are in the e-commerce space, or have clients in that world. How is that relevant? How's LaunchCart relevant for them? What is the integration exactly? Help us understand how a high level person, a agency, can kind of leverage or take a look at some of the things that you have built out.
Yeah, so what we did is we started using Go HighLevel, and then we made an integration with Go HighLevel. So I think one of the sweet spots for all of Go HighLevel community is that every brand, every company, every small business owner, whether it's a pizza parlor or whatever, they could probably use and maybe want some branded merch. And so we integrated with two of the world's largest print-on-demand manufacture-on-demand companies. So we have over 400 products, coffee mugs, t-shirts, phone cases, laptop cases, bags that you can put your brand on. No inventory costs, no money up front, no fulfillment headaches. And so the idea is, let's make that integration in LaunchCart. So now you can go create a LaunchCart store, integrate with one of these print-on-demand providers, and launch a merch store for your small business as another add-on service, or whatever. But now we want to push that information when they make and buy something over to Go HighLevel. So if you think about Shopify and Shopify's integration with Klaviyo is now a multi-billion-dollar company because they were the first company to really figure out, let's get the data over here so we can create the right workflows and the right automations for the people that bought the plus sizes, or the people that bought the white jeans, or the people that bought the perfume versus the people that bought the hair extensions, and sort and segment everybody. So now with our platform, you tag your products properly in the launch cart store, and those order flows get pushed into your Go High Level account with the proper tags, the proper categories. Now you can create the workflows and do your broadcast emails, your broadcast SMS messaging to increase your revenues with your whole, business. And then last but not least, because we grew up with funnels and funnel marketing and understand order bumps and upsells and downsells, we have that all built in natively. So now it's pretty easy to create what we call a flow and, help increase your average order value on the launch cart side.
Got it. So if you're a high-level agency out there that needs some e-commerce solution, you definitely want to take a look at LaunchCart. And how is LaunchCart different, or what's the competitive advantage that an agency has using LaunchCart versus other solutions?
Well, I think right now it goes back to that idea that we have a lot of these must-have apps and features built in natively. So speed is great, and cost, we're much more affordable. We actually have a free plan, so we also get people who want to get their store built and get on a free plan. Now we do take 6% of sales while you're on the free plan, and then you can kind of upgrade through the scene there. And really, it's just the integration with the print on demand and the integration with Go High Level that just makes it really, really efficient. But where we're going and what we want to build and what the integrations we want to finalize with Go High Level is really what is exciting in the future. We want to really transform drop shipping. And if you want, I can explain that to you as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That's where I was going to go. Like, what is the future of e-commerce? What's the future of drop shipping from what you're seeing and how people operate?
So part A is we said, okay, we're going to build our own platform. During that same process, we said, hey, let's get into drop shipping and let's figure out this drop shipping thing so we can solve those problems and those pain points, right? So we got into drop shipping, and month one, we did over $1 million. And again, because I'm good at what I do, I understand digital marketing, understand how to buy traffic and buy media, we ended up doing 400,000 sales, to 400,000 credit cards, 400,000 people in 9 months, 17 million in revenues with about a 15% profit margin. That was the great news. It's like, that was great. But the bad news is the last 50,000 products never got delivered from China. So I literally went from doing $1.5 million, $2 million a month, working with all these celebrities, to out of business in 45 days. And you go, well, why'd you go out of business? Well, when I started giving refunds, I thought, hey, I'm a guy of integrity. I'm going to give people their money back. I got my money back from China. China sent me $2 million back. But I had to give $3.5 million worth of refunds. Okay, so I'm going to take $1.5 million hit. Okay, deal with it, right? No, because every merchant account shut us down. Every bank account shut us down. So we had no ability to collect any money, and we were out of business. So we crawled back from that in 2019. Here we are today, and we'll go, okay, now we know the pain points. We want to solve these problems. And we're going to solve these problems by two really cool things. One is we're building a source and sell marketplace where we can pull products from Amazon, Shopify, anybody's legacy inventory management system, and pull them into the source and sell marketplace, allowing LaunchCart and Go High Level sellers to click a button and add that to their LaunchCart store. So that's like, drop shipping 101. You can do that with Or Below and Alibaba and AliExpress. But what we're doing differently is we're also building banking as a service and a split payment merchant system, much like you would see at Amazon or something like that. So if you're at Greg Ryder's store and you buy, this shirt from me, okay, that's my shirt. But if you buy this water bottle that you manufacture and you ship this for me, with our banking as a service and split payment merchant system, you get paid instantly. I never touch your money. So it eliminates my accounting. It eliminates you having the risk of saying, hey, how do I know I'm going to get paid if I allow you to sell my stuff? And then I'm also going to give you the customer data. So I'm very fortunate that my business partner was former business partners with Tommy Hilfiger. And he did about $6 billion worth of deals. He launched Jennifer Lopez's brand, Nicki Minaj's brand, Adam Levine's brand. And then the chairman of my board is Master P. So we have this really big reach into real brands. So we started surveying real brands, going, how do we get real brands into drop shipping? They want to protect their brand more than anything. They want to get paid, and they want the customer data. So with this banking as a service, and because we own the marketplace and we own LaunchCart, we'll have the ability to, when a brand says, hey, I'm Louis Vuitton handbags, I'll let you sell them, but you can't change the prices. You can't change the titles. You can't change anything with that product as you import it into your store. And if you do, we turn one button and we shut you down. So we're building in protections to protect the brand. Obviously, with this split payment system, they get paid instantly. And then with our customer data, they have to fulfill the product. They're going to get the customer data. So we believe we can just transform the affiliate marketing, drop shipping world by creating this mechanism. And we're actually going to rebrand the whole industry, and we're going to call ourselves the number one in on-demand e-commerce. So it's going to be on-demand e-commerce. I'll give you one other scenario that really hits home visually. Imagine your Golf Digest, right? And Golf Digest gets 1.3 million unique visitors a month, but they don't have an e-commerce store. Now they could go to TaylorMade and Callaway and Nike and all the brands that we know golfers buy and say, hey, we want to create a store. We want you guys to drop ship the product. We got 1 million visitors. They probably could cut the deal and do the integrations and build something out in a year and have it done. Our vision is, let's go to those brands. We'll onboard them into the source and sell marketplace. Then we'll go back to Golf Digest and go, hey, Golf Digest, we can build you a store in a matter of hours. Click a button, there's Callaway collection. Click a button, there's their TaylorMade collection. And you just drive traffic, and you're going to get a commission for everything that's sold in that store, and everything else goes to the prospective brand or manufacturer that's delivering the product. So we believe we'll be able to launch and build, stores, what I call mini marketplaces on demand. And then I think about Go High Level. I'm like, wow, just think about that. As the APIs continue to develop for Go High Level, if we could allow Go High Level people to just add a product from the marketplace on any page, any website, anywhere, and then have that order flow go back to the source sell marketplace, back to the manufacturer, and give everybody the ability to drop ship a product, a collection of products from anywhere through this technology is really the exciting feature that I see for this.
Got it. And currently, how many people are on the platform? Like, what kind of agencies are there? What's the right avatar? Like, what's the customer profile of an agency that makes sense for what you're doing?
Right now, we have about 47,000 people on the platform. And I think the sweet spot for us as it relates to an agency and the Go High Level agencies is people that want to have another upsell product to their customer base going, hey, I've got you on the CRM. How'd you like to have your own merch store? So I have about 65 agencies that signed up under what we call the Launch Shops Partners Program. And it's a certification program. We certify you how to build stores on our platform. And a good certified partner can build a merch store in about 6 hours and charge about $2,000 for that. So they're making a couple $100 an hour and giving their customer, branded merch with no fulfillment headaches, no inventory costs.
That's pretty interesting, because what that does is allow an agency to have bigger expansion offers. They can go to a local business or a franchise and say, hey, can I launch a physical store for you that allows better engagement with your customers? So that's pretty interesting. In what other ways can high levelers or high level agencies look at LaunchCart?
I think it's just a real simple e-commerce platform. Everybody that's working with a business, these small businesses, they have maybe a barbecue sauce or hair extensions or CBD oils. And we're one of these guys that we believe in free enterprise and capitalism. We don't believe in cancel culture. As long as it's legal, you can build it and sell it on our platform. Unlike Shopify, who's canceled tens of thousands of stores for whatever reason, which I don't really understand why you cancel anybody's store if it's legal, but they have. And we have a lot of people exiting Shopify coming to us. And you think about the Etsy sellers and the Amazon sellers going, hey, I want a low cost solution where I can start to get my traffic off Etsy and off Amazon. It's a great platform for that as well. And I think really just the vision that we're going to be able to allow sellers to have an access to a catalog of dropship products that aren't from China, that are from real brands, and then be able to protect those brands and give those brands what they want, so we can give the sellers what they want and everyone wins.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else that you may want to share to the high level audience that I may not be thinking of?
Man, the only thing that I want to share really is we're getting ready to do a crowdfunding campaign, an equity crowdfunding campaign, and allow our customers to invest in our company, because I've been kind of stiff-arming the venture capitalists, going, okay, let me wait as long as I can before I got to go down that vulture capital road. So we're doing a little crowdfunding campaign. It's going to launch in a couple of weeks, and just looking for the support and joint ventures and affiliates. And because I'm a digital marketer and affiliate marketer, we do affiliate marketing as well. And we're fully on board with the whole white label. We've created LaunchCart CRM. We've integrated our own CRM, under the Go High Level brand. And we're also open to white labeling or integrating any other technology that any other partners might have that would serve our customers and help us make more money.
Okay, awesome, Greg. Well, I appreciate you jumping on a quick session here. And is there a certain website or a a place that people can go check out, maybe a demo that's available anywhere, or maybe some videos or
Yeah, just
landing pages?
launchcart.com.
Okay.
We have all the stuff is at launchcart.com, and we have a lot of stuff on our YouTube channel. We're out there on every platform you can think of. And if anyone wants any type of special offers, or you want to do something that's unique or different, you can just DM me and hit me up. Really easy to work with, and we're in that early stage. 47,000 stores is nothing compared to where we want to get to 1 million stores, right? So we're open to cutting deals and making things happen for everybody.
Yeah. Any final words to those agencies that are considering e-commerce as an option for them? What are some, mistakes they can avoid? What are some stepping stones that they should consider to be able to launch properly?
I really think that e-commerce is, I bought the very first internet mall in 1997 called FirstNet Mall. I've been a big believer in e-commerce from since the late 90s, and it's here to stay. And the more you can kind of get integrated into e-commerce as part of one of those spokes on the wheels, the more money you're going to make, the better service you're going to offer your customers. And everyone just needs to realize that you have to build a list. See, e-commerce back in 2015, 2016, we just spent money on Amazon or not Amazon, Facebook and Instagram, getting customers for $3, $5, and we were just raining money on us. We all know that's not the case anymore. You have to build a list. You have to market your list. That's why you have to have a CRM associated with it. So I think another good strategy for Go High Levelers is go after people that have an e-commerce store that don't have a CRM, because they have to learn how to email market and do the SMS marketing and offer the additional services to these e-commerce stores to make them profitable, because you just can't make it without that. And then I think the other thing really is this, the branding side of things. People sometimes launch these stores that don't have a brand associated with or even look like an e-commerce store. And I see them and they're making sales on my store. And I'm just going, are you kidding me? I'll give you an example. There's a very big publication. They have a nationwide, worldwide, nationwide for sure, TV company. And they have I won't say their name because I don't want to run around the bus, but they're on our site. I just looked at their stats. They had 20,000 visitors in the last 30 days. They did a couple grand in sales. Their conversion rate was 0.015%. Not 1%, 1/10 of 1% conversion rate. And I know as a digital marketer, if I'm not getting 1% conversion on my e-commerce store, I suck, right? And I should be getting 2 to 4% conversion on my e-commerce store. So I'm like, God, if you just tweak your imagery and your stuff, but because they have a TV station, they can drive traffic, but they're not doing anything to convert their store better. And I'm like, so I'm a big branding guy, and I think about brands and dotting those I's and crossing those T's to 5x, 10x your revenues. And I think that just can be happen for everybody out there.
Yeah, and it's funny that you say these things, because marketing is going back to the old fundamentals, right? And that's the trend I always see. Like, yes, 2016, 2017, we were all able to just run some lead ads and just drive traffic to anything and everything you wanted to. But the platforms have changed, the algorithms have changed, the experience they want for their users have changed in almost every platform. So it's time for marketers to buckle down and go back to the fundamentals a little bit and build the foundation of the house that they've originally should have had, right?
Yeah.
If you look at the companies that are still surviving from 2015 are the ones that had the foundation of marketing. They had the list building, they had blocking and tackling. They don't just throw a bunch of Hail Marys all the time and hope for the best, like we all used to do early in the 2000s. But anyways, Greg, I appreciate you jumping on a quick podcast with us. We've heard great things about your brand, and this is a great opportunity for high levelers to take a look at it. And if they're in the e-commerce space, I'm sure they'll reach out to you as a fellow high leveler and run some ideas by you. And I'm sure you're open to that.
Absolutely. No. And my last little comment is with the fourth quarter coming up, this is the best time of year for us. And this idea with, go high level in conjunction with e-commerce, increase your value, offer a membership site access, offer some digital products, offer something more so you don't have to compete with the 30%, 40%, 50% sales, offer something more so you can get those sales up there. And one other thing I do want to say too, is we're looking to buy e-commerce brands. So if you're an e-commerce brand out there and you're like, I don't know how to scale, I don't want to grow, whatever, we're looking to buy e-commerce brands that are doing, $500,000 a year or more. in revenues. So
that's awesome. Well, we appreciate you, Greg. Looking forward to seeing you in our community. If you're able to come to the conference next month, I'd love to see you there. But anyways, have a good rest of your day. And I'm sure our links, our team will put together all the links in the description and everything, and make sure high levelers are a little bit more aware of what's possible in e-commerce.
I appreciate it, Paulson. Thank you much, man.
All right. Take care. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.